Eric Arthur Blair was born on June 25, 1903 in Motihari, Bihar, British India. His father, Richard Walmesley Blair, worked in the opium department of the Indian Civil Service. His mother was Ida Mabel Blair. Eric had two sisters, Marjorie, 5 years older, and Avril, 5 years younger. Aged 5, Eric was sent as a day boy to a convent school in Henley-on-Thames, which Marjorie also attended. Blair's maternal grandmother lived at Moulmein, so he chose a posting in Burma, then still a province of British India. In October 1922 he sailed on board SS Herefordshire via the Suez Canal and Ceylon to join the Indian Imperial Police in Burma. In 1927 he moved to London. In imitation of Jack London, whose writing he admired, Blair started to explore the poorer parts of London. For a while he went native in his own country, dressing like a tramp. In early 1928 he moved to Paris and he began to write novels, including an early version of Burmese Days, but nothing else survives from that period. He was more successful as a journalist and published articles in Monde. In December 1929, after nearly 2 years in Paris, Blair returned to England. He then became tutor to 3 young brothers, one of whom, Richard Peters, later became a distinguished academic. He then worked at a second-hand bookstore in Hempstead. In the afternoons Blair worked in the shop, and in the mornings he was free to write, and in the evenings he was free to associate. These experiences set the stage for the novel Flight of the Aspidistra. Orwell left for Spain on December 23, 1936, where he was wounded. In November 1943, Orwell was appointed literary editor of the Tribune, and by early 1945 he was a staff member, writing more than 80 book reviews. In early 1941, he began writing for the American Partisan Review, which linked Orwell to New York intellectuals who were also anti-Stalin. The Animal Farm was published in England in August 1945 and a year later in the United States. Orwell liked to provoke arguments by challenging the current situation, but he was also a traditionalist with a love of Old English values. He criticized and satirized, from the inside, the various social milieu in which he found himself. He finally died on January 21, 1950, at the age of 46, at University College Hospital, London, England. Some of his works are as follows: Burmese Days, A Clergyman's Daughter, Keep the Aspidistra Flying, Coming Up for Air, Animal Farm, 1984, Down and Out in Paris and London, The Road to Wigan Pier, Homage to Catalonia.